Hello, good morning, everyone. Thank you, first of all, to our hosts, to Joan, who has organized this meeting. Thank you also for all our friends from Caixa Catalana, also from the Bank of the Commons. I'm really happy to be here in Montserrat, in this magnificent place, where really I think that also symbolically we can have a great productive day with the aim of making first step towards our common goal. As Joan said earlier in his speech, we are here actually to create the common understanding and to create the definition of the first activities that would be performed jointly together on a goal on which our organizations and also our partners who couldn't be today with us have worked for years, some a little bit more, some a little bit less, but towards the establishment of a joint cooperative ethical bank on the level of European Union of Europe. Maybe just to say a few words about the importance of the task that we are undergoing. We are hearing almost every day how the present economic model is unsustainable. We see it in different reflections from the environment and the problem of climate change towards the problem of inequality and an inability to fulfill needs of citizens all around the world, over many other social issues that are maybe the best framed within the framework of United Nations sustainability goals, which shows actually what are the major challenges that are facing us as a humanity on this planet in the next years. Everything, any kind of the development starts with funding, and funding is the really paramount and the most crucial activity that directs how human economic development will be going. Currently, at this short-term oriented dominant model that is completely profit-based, it is clear that we are forgetting on the all long-term objectives, and those all long-term objectives and long-term priorities are basically at the end costing us much more than it would be if we have counted them in the beginning. And banking as activity that is managing the most, or if not all of the funds, is actually the core the core point of the decision making how the development would go. Billions and billions of euros and dollars and other currencies that are held by financial institutions are daily put into work by the decisions that the banks are making if they are going to invest them in oil, in exploration of new dirty technologies, in GMO, in policies that are not benefiting us as the majority of the citizens, and those decisions are the ones where everything else starts. Taking control over management of our own funds, our own money, is the beginning of the creation of the economic system that we would like to take more care about the needs of people, more needs about local communities, and have a model that would not be extracting resources over the measure that is sustainable for humanity and for planets. And exactly that is the goal of ethical banks. Ethical banks are the ones that should take more about people, more about planet, and only then after that about the profits that are of course necessary in order to fulfill and perpetuate the economic activities. After all these benefits that are implemented by people and planet are at the end of the long-term economic development that is getting additional surpluses. Ethical banking currently, as we also heard, has many good examples all around the world. We see our friends from BANC èTIC, from Triodos, from Credit Cooperative, from many banks on almost all continents of the world. But what they are unable to do at this moment is scale up. They are very well and very recognized, and they have brilliant models that are enabling them to manage and fulfill their mission in local communities communities in countries where they operate. They do brilliant job by supporting their customers, but they are still not able to compete and be compatible on the same level of efficiency as banks that are not following the same practices. And this is something that we see as opportunity for our mission to offer a model that would be flexible, that would be modern, that would be using newest technologies, but that would be also very, very deeply enrooted in the good practices that we have seen by current and present ethical and impact-oriented financial institutions. So we hope that this meeting today would be the first step in making this project that we will doing individually up to now, to make it a collective endeavor, to make it something that would be able to attract also other partners, and that in the course of this year we will make very concrete steps to come to our common goal, and this is creation of a joint European ethical, impact-oriented credit institution, bank, that would be then able to scale up, replicate to other geographical and social contexts, and offer new tools and new mechanisms for the development of the economy that will be more sustainable and more in accordance with the needs of people. Thank you very much again for all our participants today. I wish us all a very fruitful meeting, and yeah, let's start with work. Thank you.